Hey folks, I hope that you are all having a great week. We are doing a reading for March 27th through April 2nd. I'm looking at my calendar in the bottom corner of my computer. So what kinds of energies are the elements going to be facing this week? We're going to take a look at water signs first, and then I'll get the other signs a little bit later. We're going to take a look at Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces first. So I've already shuffled for you folks, and we're going to take a look at death, transformation, the end of an era, and the beginning of a new one. I really like this version of death in the sense that you've got the always sign. Oh, and there's your bottom of the deck right there, the Six of Cups, with a past connection. So some kind of past connection is coming to an end, and this is major. Water signs, I hope that you're doing well right now, over this past week, and over this present one. I hope that you're doing well. You have rebirth on the way. Even if death hurts, you still have rebirth on the way. And of course, you do have the Six of Cups. Something you worked hard on, you can see that the very best thing for yourself is to move on. The way that you answer the call of the universe. You have here the King of Swords, and that doesn't mean anything. It's not connected to gender. It just means that you are the master of your thoughts, your communication, how you communicate with yourself and others. It's your master of how you make a logic of a situation. And it says that you've worked hard on something here with the Seven of Pentacles. You've worked hard on a past connection, and it's time. King of Swords was popping out. Now it's time to let this go. It could be that some water signs have some air energy going on in their chart, such as Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Yeah. After death, you have a Chariot. So rebirth, it's the beginning of a new journey. And it's possible that this death means the dissolution of a marriage. It means the dissolution of a long-term partnership. Even if it's a business partnership, that would take a long time to legally unwind, if you will. And I see this taking time. It's not just death and rebirth. There's going to be a transition before there's another new era. Can I just say, I feel like this transformation starts a journey for you of unwinding a past connection. It's going to take a while, I feel. With the Six of Cups, I know I said a business partnership. You might have some finances tied up with this person, which would make sense if it was a marriage partnership. So this partnership is breaking up over a Page of Swords. Again, it could be an air sign, a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius sign. Those signs could also appear somewhere in their birth chart. But this starts a journey with this particular person in your life. This is an immature person, and they're also in reverse. This is a person who might struggle to grow up. This person might be a bit of a stalker, might have stalking tendencies, might do a little bit too much research on a person. They might be spreading around lies about you, water signs. They might be spreading around gossip that just isn't true. It might be half-truths. It might be really, really stretched truths, if you will. But either way, something about this Page of Swords is why this relationship is dissolving. And this is a long-term relationship, again, with the Six of Cups. You could have been with this person for a good, decent amount of time, maybe since childhood, Maybe not. It doesn't have to be that way. I know that's how it's like traditionally illustrated. But this could have been a relationship that you've been around for a long time. And I see with the swords that this could be some painful energy. I understand that it's about communication, but when it's coming in reverse, that's a concern to me, because that's when thoughts are being used against you, against themselves, also at the end of the day. This isn't for, when the Page of Swords is in reverse, this isn't for the person's highest good. Also, this could be about a new project that's starting that hurts. It does need to get started. And with this Ace of Cups, you've got an Ace of Cups in reverse. This is something where you need to show love to yourself, water signs, through this very difficult time, whether it's starting a new project, getting away from this immature Page of Swords in reverse. You are absolutely going to need to learn how to refill your cup first before you're able to take care of others' cups, basically, before you're able to give love to other people. I don't think that you see very clearly about how to start loving yourself again. It feels like this is a shattering connection for you, or breaking this connection is a shattering event for you, and you're not at all sure about how to move on. This is where good therapy, good counsel from someone solid, on solid ground, who can give good advice is going to be helpful here, because you have the Eight of Swords here, and you also have the Two of Wands in reverse. You're not sure where to go, and it may be, excuse me, that there are some things that you believe that are keeping you tied to this situation that need to be cut away. It might be that a therapist or a lawyer, if you're breaking up with somebody, can be the people to say yes to this, be cautious of that, and no to that, you know? But first and foremost, what's the most loving thing for you to do for yourself after this ending? While you work on this journey of getting away from this immature Page of Swords, loving yourself, putting that down first and foremost is going to be absolutely most important. Yeah, with the Eight of Swords here in upright, I should say, you also have the Three of Wands here in reverse. You're not able to see the way ahead because you don't think that there's anything after this. You're just flat out focused on the moment. This might be a traumatic breakup. I'm getting Scorpio signs, Cancer signs. This might be a traumatic breakup for you folks. This Page of Swords might be particularly cutting in how they communicate with you and with the people around you. They might try to poison the people around you, say things that make people think badly of you when you haven't done anything like what they're thinking. And you're just focused on the moment. But this Page of Swords might be having some plans. Here with this King of Swords, though, upright, that was on the bottom of the deck. You're still thinking, you still are in some control of how you're thinking about this process. On the other hand, you also have here the Ace of Swords in reverse. You may honestly believe some lies about moving forward. You may not even know how to move forward, and it may be a good time to do some introspection. Get in with the universe, get in with your spirit guides, with your ancestors. Tune in with them and see what new ideas, new routes of communication come in, and it may be a good way, maybe a good time to separate yourself from this Page of Swords in reverse. It feels like they are just swinging their sword and doing destructive stuff instead of announcing the beginning of some new awesome things. This is a Page of Swords, I should say, who struggles to grow up. You are really, really hurt. water signs. Your Knight of Cups card is in reverse. You are hurt. You are thinking twice about getting connected with anybody. That means friendship, romantic partnership, anybody who wants to get close. You're thinking twice. And I guess that does tie back into your Ace of Cups in reverse. You need to love yourself first. You need to heal yourself first. This conflict is not going to let this conflict with this Page of Swords is not going to let you forget how much this person broke your heart. Not for a long time, I see. I do pray that you recover earth signs, and especially earth. You might have some earth and air energy in your chart with a therapist, with some genuinely caring people in your life. I do see you recovering, but it is going to take time. It's going to take releasing this person, and that's going to be a journey in and of itself. We do have Death and the Chariot up here leading your at the top of the deck, leading the reading. This is going to be a long-term process, letting go of this Page of Swords. Tuning into a therapist, to the universe, is going to be really, really helpful at this time. And understanding that it's going to take time to recover from this. Understanding that there are some myths to bust around this relationship, about what you believe about the future. That's also going to help. Understanding that time heals the vast majority of wounds here is going to help. And in this case, it is going to heal all wounds. You are going to look back at this time eventually with some, not sadness per se, but, a desire that it hadn't gone the way that it had. But hey, your new life is here. You've moved on. That kind of energy. You also have the Page of Wands here in reverse after this Five of Swords in reverse. And there is some of that Five of Wands energy here too. This is just a conflict that goes on and on. And it's erupted into something that's actually acrimonious, actually has, heat to it. But here with the Page of Wands in reverse, this is someone, again, who's not particularly taking action. They're talking about big talk, right? They'll gossip and say all kinds of awful things about you, about other people to you, about you to other people, if that makes any sense. They'll talk about that stuff all day, but they won't do anything. It takes a lot of energy for this person that you're letting go. It takes a lot of energy for them to move around, to do anything. And that can get frustrating, I can see, for you folks. And that might even lead to some heartbreak when it comes to, again, this journey of letting this person go. You're walking into the future with some maturity. And be cautious that it's not with so much maturity that you're just completely discouraged about the future. You have here the King of Pentacles in reverse. It could be that you are at risk of shutting down any opportunities coming your way. And as the master of your earthly resources, that's finances, that's food, house, business, your job, your career, that kind of thing. It could be that you accidentally avoid a really neat opportunity that you're supposed to be jumping into. You could be in so much pain from this journey that you're getting away from this Page of Swords here. You're getting away from this person. You could be in so much pain that it causes you to miss a really neat opportunity that otherwise you would be the master of. You would see, you would catch, you would be in control of, and you'd be celebrating as the King of Pentacles. But currently you're in reverse, and I can see with this Three of Pentacles in reverse that you're busy dissolving this this relationship. It needs to be dissolved, but it's also a huge distraction to you. It's keeping you really, really wary of jumping over that cliff, so to speak, and into a new era with the Fool in reverse. You're forgetting that you're the magician. You have it in reverse here. You're forgetting that you have all the tools within yourself. Earth. I keep saying earth signs. Water. Water signs. Water signs. You keep forgetting that you are ultimately the masters of everything you need in order to have the best possible life that's in alignment with your highest good here. You are going to be bringing a tower down on the people around you when you release some secrets that you've been keeping to yourself. And it's about this Page of Swords in reverse. And this is the energy of the upcoming week. This may be a choice that you think about this week. You definitely, some water signs just flat out may not take this opportunity yet. But you have been sitting on a bunch of things that your partner has been doing. You know a lot of information. It's been bothering you. You don't like what this person has been doing. And when you connect to awesome people, such as a good therapist, such as your family, who care about you, friends who care about you, it might start to come out just automatically. You might just automatically start talking about what this Page of Swords in reverse is doing. Or has been doing. This may have been, again, with the Six of Cups, this may have been going on for a while. Water signs. You have been having a lot of heavy energies over the past couple of weeks, and this upcoming week is no different. I hope that you have the best possible week, okay? Please take care of yourselves. Earth signs, we are taking a look at your energies for the week of March 27th through April 2nd. Excuse me, yes. Let's just take a look at what you are taking a look at this week with the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, so it feels like your cup of love has been drained, Earth signs. You don't know what, it looks like you're not looking forward to anything at this point. You're not making any plans. It looks like you're just kind of in your feels at this point. That, or you're keeping things to yourself. You're keeping your cards close to your chest. Maybe you are loving yourself and you're just flat out keeping everything about your world completely to yourself. Your plans, what you do, what you think, what you want to say. You're keeping all of this close to yourself. But I also just get that you're in just a really bad way, Earth signs. This is, yeah, with the Eight of Swords, this is believing things that aren't necessarily true. This is being bound to certain ideas that don't necessarily work. They're, in fact, no, they don't work. They're keeping you in bondage. So, not able to fill your cup of love, not able to look forward to the future. You're in bondage to some particular idea, some particular thought. Maybe to some things that you've said in the past that weren't awesome. You have here the Hermit in reverse. Upright. So, in introspection, you're separate in introspection. You have the Queen of Wands here upright as well. In your power, thinking about how to move forward, about what action you can take. This is confidence, regaining your confidence after a Three of Pentacles in reverse, after a collaboration has fallen apart, either a job, a career, a business has fallen apart. You're still in your power. You're still confident. But you're also still aware that you need to sit back and reconsider, why did this fall apart? You have a lot of magical energy in the palm of your hand too. There's a lot of light. I can see at the bottom of the deck, there is still light coming from you. There is still power from you. Even though this Three of Pentacles, this collaboration is falling apart, or it has fallen apart. Not yet. Okay, Spirit says not yet. It hasn't fallen apart yet. So you're still in your power. You're isolating. This collaboration is falling apart. It feels like you're kind of tumbling hard. Unfortunately, you're not looking forward to the future. Again, you are linked up, you're chained up to these ideas that don't really serve you, earth signs. And I wanted to say water signs just a second ago. It may be that you earth signs have some water energy in your chart. A couple of different times I called water signs earth signs. So again, you guys may have some kind of energy that kind of runs into each other. It may be that watching Water's reading for this week might be helpful to you, earth signs. I see that you folks are going through some heartbreak. Your Knight of Cups is in retreat. It's in reverse. You're not willing to offer your heart anymore. It's not out on your sleeve anymore. You're in a tremendous amount of heartbreak. It feels like this isn't ever going to end. You are currently being paused by the universe in this heartbreak in order to learn a lesson. You are currently not looking forward to the future. You aren't making any plans. You aren't particularly fighting against this Eight of Swords here. You're not trying to bust any myths for yourself. You're not trying to love yourself, and the universe is pausing you here because it needs you to learn something. You've been suspended. This is something that you should actually celebrate. In the midst of all this heartbreak, again, with the Queen of Wands upright and the Hermit upright, this is still something for you to celebrate. This was a change that needed to come and has been coming for a long time here. You need to celebrate and be aware that the people around you are going to be happy that this has been paused too. It feels like this, whatever this situation was, this collaboration, this Three of Pentacles in reverse, whatever this relationship was, this has been deteriorating for a while. And this needed to happen. People have seen from a distance that this has needed to happen. This can be the start of a new era for you. The Page of Pentacles upright with earth signs, that might be starting over, starting from the bottom in a sense. And I know that a lot of people hate that, the idea of starting over from the bottom. But the universe is asking you to do this with the Hanged Man. The universe is asking you to start anew. Start over with early resources. Start a new job, if you will. It might mean moving into a new place, moving into a new living situation. But either way, this is about taking a new route entirely with how you take care of yourself, your earthly body, if you will. In terms of reconnecting with self, making a choice. This is about a relationship, quite possibly with another person, but also with yourself. This is a huge choice to come into unification with yourself. Somehow, this Queen of Wands might feel a little bit fractured because this Three of Pentacles kind of fell apart. kind of did. It did fall apart. And some of your identity might have been wrapped up in that, which is why that Page of Pentacles is coming in with the Lovers. And you might have a new relationship entirely with that, but the Lovers isn't just about romantic partnerships. It's also about unification within yourself. Unifying your light and your shadow aspects of yourself. For instance, unifying the masculine and the feminine aspects of yourself. And you know what? Actually, this might be coming into your own as the Emperor and as the Empress, just by yourself, without anyone else completing, quote unquote, that picture for you. And no person can complete that for you. And again, that might be what this Page of Pentacles is about, is that earth signs need another realization that you cannot be completed by anyone else. You can only be completed by you. This Queen of Wands has the potential to develop into the Empress, and you have here with the Lovers the beginnings of the potential to develop into the Emperor, to be the kind of person who is best friends with yourself. You have here the Queen of Swords. You have the opportunity again to level up into the very best version of yourself this coming week, to be the kind of person who flows with both logic, intuition, and with their mental processes. With this Queen of Swords here, you might be the kind of person to be kind of on the lookout for, how can I love myself more? With this Ace of Cups in reverse, it might be a little bit of a struggle, but the Queen of Swords says, I'm going to cut above that struggle. I'm going to do what it takes to protect my heart in the best way possible. At the bottom of this particular picture, she has a cup locked away, and she can access that cup anytime she likes. She's also protecting it. It's locked away on purpose. So this might be a process of you learning how to love yourself, and this is going to be, it could be difficult. That might be you leveling up to being a Queen of Swords, becoming a person who intuits the balance between pushing people away and bringing them in, between letting your emotions flow, getting in touch with your emotions, and getting in touch with your with your intelligence is what I should say. Getting in touch with your mental abilities. That's a balance that the Queen of Swords upright achieves, and with the Page of Pentacles upright, I feel like this is a new opportunity to choose to be this Queen of Swords. You're acquiring aspects of yourself that graduate you into the Empress energy. First, you need to acquire the aspects, the characteristics of all four queens. And this is going to be a process. Like, how do you do this exactly? How do you become this Queen of Swords? How do you transform from the Page of Pentacles into this Queen of Swords? By giving back, specifically. And I don't know how you're going to choose to give back. It could be through donating your time, by volunteering somehow. It could be by donating your finances to a cause that you yourself believe in, but you can't get involved in for whatever reason, right? Distance, that kind of thing, ability. But somehow you need to give back to others. You need to give back to the universe. You need to give back to your spirit guides, to your ancestors who are guiding you into this new era. Specifically, I see with the universe suspending you with all this heartbreak, this is something to celebrate. So give back in the midst of this celebration. I note that you have the Six of Wands, 6, the Lovers, and then 6 of Pentacles here. This is the beginning of unification with yourself. It may be, earth signs, that you have been chasing other people's approval. You've been chasing taking care of other people, and that's why you're kind of split. I see a lot of Empress beginnings of, you're more developed towards being an Empress than you are an Emperor, if that makes any sense. Giving back is going to throw you a long ways down that road towards becoming your Empress and becoming your Emperor at the same time. People are going to kind of come at you. You have Seven of Wands here. Yeah. People are going to come at you as you're giving back to the universe, growing your relationship with the universe. You're going to have some attacks headed your way, and some of that is going to be some karmic retribution. Unfortunately, it may be that some earth signs have fallen into some traps, have made some personal decisions that weren't the best, weren't in alignment with their highest good. And now you're kind of dealing with the consequences of those choices, okay? Push through those. Continue to listen closely to what the universe has with the Six of Pentacles upright. Pay close attention to what the universe has. Give back. It'll give back to you. It'll protect you here, right? You're going to have some consequences, but taking care of your relationship with the universe is also going to put up some protection around you. You want this. So you are going to have, I see, finances could be in some trouble here. With the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, hang on. Yeah, I see some regrets here. I said karmic retribution a second ago. Part of that karmic retribution, some of those consequences might be losing money. With this Ten of Pentacles in reverse, you might have lost a nest egg. You might be significantly, you might be carving into an inheritance with some spending habits, for instance. I see some regrets about how this happened. I'm so sorry, Earth signs. Even if you're going through a tough time because of consequences, if you vibe high, if you continue to vibe in alignment with your highest good, I feel bad for you, okay? Continue to push through your regrets, okay? I'm praying for you, folks. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Remember why you are valuable. This is about not necessarily putting your value in things, objects, earthly resources, your house, your finances, your cars, keeping up with the Joneses, so to speak. You're having to come to a more raw, more primitive place. Let go of all these fancy, nice things. And remember why you are valuable. Putting all these things aside, why are you valuable apart from the things that make you wealthy, so to speak? The cars, the house, the finances, the clothes, the objects, that kind of thing. It is going to be hard work moving ahead, and I would expect that with the Queen of Wands and the Hermit upright. You've got some work ahead of you, I can see, and you are taking action with the Queen of Wands. You have a lot of power, and it does well for you to remember that while this collaboration is falling apart. You are still in your power. It is going to be a heavy burden, but you are moving into your Page of Cups. You have some wonderful surprises if you pay attention to what the universe has for you. Pay attention to the messages that the universe is sending your way. And it could be with the people around you, like with the Page of Cups. That could be a message of love from a person around you. Maybe not necessarily romantic, but something that gets your Ace of Cups upright. Because right now it's in reverse. You're struggling with loving yourself. This Page of Cups may say something, may deliver something, or something may happen in your environment that makes you realize how much you do deserve your own love. It could be the friends around you. It could be that you take a vacation with some friends who genuinely love you, and this is exactly what you need. This burden isn't going to go away because you still have some stuff to work through here. On the other hand, amazing people in your life are going to make this better for you. I don't necessarily see this as a romantic connection as much as I see it as being friends and family who care about you, see you going through a difficult time and help you through it. So folks, earth signs, those are your energies for this week. Please tap into a therapist. That's also going to help with this, not just friends and family. I can see that with tarot, with friends and family, with therapy, that you could really, really get in alignment with your highest good more quickly than you had expected, and that would be awesome, of course. Please take care, earth signs, okay? Fire signs, I hope that you had a good week last week. We are taking a look at your energies for March 27th through April 2nd, and I'm looking at your bottom of the deck. Fire signs, I hope this is you that's been in alignment, and unfortunately Spirit's shaking their head. Fire signs, I don't know, I think that you've been out of alignment, unfortunately. Things have been taken away from you. And this was the universe's doing. You missed a judgment call. You missed the universe asking you to do something. It's not the one and only judgment call, I should say. It's not your only opportunity to listen to the universe and do something by any means. But I see that lately, either last week or the past couple of weeks, you've missed out on what the universe asked you to do. You also have the Wheel of Fortune here in reverse. Things are kind of difficult right now. It might be that the energies this week are difficult and you don't know why. Excuse me. You have the Two of Wands here upright. You're looking forward to the future for some things. But Temperance here says we might need to wait a little bit longer on those things. You're not giving back to the universe in the way that you need to. You need to have a relationship with the universe. There needs to be some kind of give and take here. And it might be fire signs that you took something from somebody with that Seven of Swords up there from the bottom of the deck. And we're still pulling from the bottom of the deck here. It may have been that you took something from somebody. It may have been that you took an idea. It may have been that these were some words that you said that shouldn't have been said. And they weren't just small words either. These were impactful words that have some consequences. It may have been that you missed an opportunity to have said something that would have healed a person. So you're making plans with these Two of Wands. The universe says, no, you haven't been giving back to the universe. You need to pull over and you need to rest with this Four of Swords. It might be that you aren't going to be speaking to anyone for a little while. It may be that your communication with the people around you is a little bit cut off. You might feel separated, and yeah. And with this how this Two of Wands is depicted, how the Four of Swords is depicted, I see just a lot of separation. It feels like Hanged Man energy. The universe has kind of pulled you over and said enough is enough. Fire signs, you have the Page of Wands in reverse. It could be that fire signs are struggling with maturity, with moving forward in their sign. A little bit different energy than I've gotten in past weeks, actually. So this isn't necessarily for fire signs who have lived to their very, very best ability this week, the past couple of weeks. For fire signs who've been maybe making more selfish decisions, and I hate to put it that way. I don't mean to be insulting, but been making choices more for yourself that are more medicating than healing, if that makes any sense. These are fire signs who are struggling to heal themselves, who struggle to do things. Quite possibly it could be that they act in their own self-interests. But fire signs, you might be struggling with selfishness this week. Definitely not for everybody here. It's almost like these fire signs haven't learned from their mistakes. They keep making the same mistakes over and over again. They've been given all kinds of neat resources from the universe, but I feel like these fire signs in particular have squandered that. And if I'm speaking to you again, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be insulting. You can still get back in alignment with the universe. Again, there's not just one judgment call from the universe. The universe doesn't ask you to listen to it just once. You have more opportunities coming your way, but fire signs, this isn't the very, very best version of yourself. You're missing opportunities because you're not the King of Pentacles. You're not in control of your earthly resources, of your finances, where you live. You're not in control of that. You're not welcoming new opportunities. It may be that you're overspending. It may be that you just kind of speed through life and don't really pause to burn in place, if that makes any sense. Sometimes a fire sign is more like a grass fire and less like a campfire, if that makes any sense. Grass fires, if you've ever seen them, they move very quickly across dry grass. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting here from fire signs, is these are, if this is you, fire signs, the universe is absolutely asking you to slow down and start to make choices that are in highest alignment with yourself. You are going to have to master your fears. You're going to have to take care of your inner child here. Nourish your inner child. There may have been something in the past that deeply hurts you in your childhood that you haven't dealt with, that you've been running away from with this Eight of Wands. You're running away from this. And in the process, you are setting all kinds of fires. You have the Knight of Wands in reverse here. You are setting all kinds of fires here. You are burning yourself up. You are burning the people around you. You are burning the environment around you, fire signs. You might be in a lot of pain. With this strength card, you might be in a lot of pain, honestly. This may be thinking of yourself first as well. Putting yourself first at all costs. The universe is not going to smile on this. The universe wants you to turn around and be a different person entirely. This is only going to end up hurting you. I see this. You have the Knight of Swords here in reverse. And the Ace of Wands in reverse. Your ideas are going to suffer. Your fire is going to go out. If you keep this up, your anxiety is absolutely going to kill you. Please reach out to therapy. It might really, really be best to tune into therapy for this and see how you can recover yourself, how you can love yourself. There's a lot of fire energy in this particular reading, which I would expect out of that. But a lot of this fire energy is in reverse. It's either being used to hurt yourself, others, or it's out when it comes to working on your spirituality, when it comes to working on your positive sexuality, for instance, when it comes to doing things in alignment with your highest good, the fire is out. You have the Tower here in reverse and the Magician here in reverse as well. There's something about this moment that you really, really didn't see coming. This is destructive on a very fundamental level. You might really struggle to know how to recover from this energy to the point that you forget that you are the Magician and that you still have the power to do everything that you can to be in alignment with your highest good. You also have here the Nine of Cups here upright and the Emperor here upright. This might be an Aries sign. Again, fire sign. Of course it would, but this might be specifically speaking to Aries and Taurus and Leo afterward, but specifically to Aries signs. You might be struggling with alcoholism. You might be in denial about this. This is a temporary happiness that isn't going to last long, because this Tower at the end of the day doesn't care if an Empress or an Emperor lives in it. It's still going to come down around you. It's like you're avoiding this Tower moment, like you're doing everything possible to avoid it, as opposed to just letting it come down. Because I feel like this Wheel of Fortune hasn't happened yet, that it's on the way, that it's kind of warming up. The wheel is turning now towards the bottom for you particular fire signs. And I am still praying for your highest good, that you reach that eventually. Let's close out with 3 more cards. Your secrets are going to be given out, fire signs, by someone that's broken up with you. Those are the energies that you have coming up this week, fire signs. Please reach out to therapy. Please reach out to the universe, to your spirit guides. Please repay any karmic debt that you need to repay, if indeed you have any karmic debt. That's all for you, folks. Please take care. Air signs, I hope that you're all doing well. We're taking a look at your energies for the week of March 27th through April 2nd. And on the bottom of the deck, you have the 10 of Wands in reverse, and you also have the Queen of Wands in reverse with the Page of Pentacles. So you are melting your own burden off. You are the Queen of Wands, and in reverse, ordinarily that might have been that you're lacking self-confidence, that you're not remembering who you are. In this case, this is you keeping stuff to yourself. This is complete self-confidence in this new project that you're working on with this Page of Pentacles upright. This burden is coming off of you, and you're not talking about it to anyone just yet. You are keeping your cards close to your chest, Earth signs. I'm proud of you. Fantastic. And the universe wants you to know that they are proud of you too. It is proud of you, I should say. You're in your power. You're keeping things to yourself. You're using your power to reach your highest good with this Page of Pentacles, and in come new opportunities. You might be starting some new things here with a business, with a career, or something like that. You have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. You are remembering that you are in control of your situation, that you can go into the church and get all kinds of the help that you need. This is you leaving your lack mindset behind, coming into your power, balancing out your situation as far as it comes to earthly resources. The universe smiles on this particular situation. You have justice upright. This is awesome karmic benefits. What do we call the opposite of karmic debts? Yeah, karmic benefits for the moment. I think that works out well. You have all kinds of neat things coming because the universe is blessing your hard work. I see you letting go of this burden. This was a lot of hard work for you, and it's not stopped. You're continuing on. Don't forget to celebrate for just a second as well. But with this Knight of Pentacles upright, you are very slowly moving on to this new, whatever this is, a Page of Pentacles. Is this a new business opportunity for you folks? Do you have a new job coming up? Maybe a new business offer? I don't know, but you have some neat things on the way, air signs. Now this is interesting. You have the King of Cups and the King of Wands in reverse with the Seven of Cups also in reverse. What's going on here? There may be some emotional moments that you don't know quite what to do with. But tuning into your intuition this week is going to let you conquer those moments. You might be kind of minding your own business, and these moments, this Page of Pentacles moment, kind of pops up out of nowhere, kind of unexpectedly, kind of Eight of Wands energy here. And you may not know what to do with it. Coming back into your intuition, coming back to spirit, your ancestors, that kind of thing, is going to help you make the best possible choice and remember who you are as four pieces of the Emperor. Again, these kings being in control of your emotions, but also being in touch with them. Excuse me. You might be a little bit defensive about whatever's coming your way. Kind of a walking on eggshells kind of a moment. In the sense that you've already been kind of traumatized, kind of scared, if you will, and like something that, something could startle you in that kind of sense. You're expecting something to happen. The Hierophant says to relax for a little bit, to pay attention to him. He is going to take you on up to higher levels. It might be that you are okay. Yeah, Hierophant says to pay close attention to him while you are afraid of making plans for the future. Because, again, you're kind of like, I've been burned so many times before. What's happening? I'm afraid to move forward, basically. I've seen other situations like this. They've turned out badly. I don't want that to happen again. Hierophant says, nourish your inner child. Make those plans anyway. Get excited. The Two of Wands upright is about being excited about what you could do in the future. This is a good time to actually, maybe with this page, I'm getting some Page of Cups energy in reverse. This is about dreading new stuff that could be really, really amazing for you, just because you're accustomed to these bad situations from the past. Put your heart out on your sleeve, even if it feels risky, air signs. And again, this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, if you didn't know that already. Sorry about that. But put your heart out on your sleeves. Take the risk and explore this new opportunity coming in. Eight of Wands. Also called the arrows of love traditionally, like years and years back. You're afraid of this. Hierophant says, don't be afraid of this. This is a fantastic, joyful new opportunity. You don't need to walk on eggshells with this. It's not going to be like it was in the past. Do wear your heart on your sleeve. You've been betrayed in the past, and you kind of can't forget it. You might be holding a grudge against the person who betrayed you. Or you just might flat out be going in cycles about how much that hurt and how much you don't want this to happen again. You're still being asked to move forward. That Eight of Wands is in reverse. You might actually be slowing down what the universe wants for you because you're afraid of this person betraying you like this new person betraying you like you've been betrayed in the past. And I say a new person, even though we have here Pentacles. It could be a new relationship. It could be also, a new business opportunity, a new job or something like that. This job in the past could have burned you so badly that you're like, never again, even though there are still some blessings coming in that you're saying never again too. Be cautious of this. You're limiting your own happiness when you remember this betrayal over and over again, when you go over and over again in cycles, and you're keeping yourself out of your own power as the Emperor. You're keeping yourself out of control of all four of those kings, in control of all four of those sectors. When you just keep yourself in cycles, remembering how this hurt, how much this hurt. It could be that therapy would be really beneficial for air signs. So this week, you have some anxiety that you're going to need to deal with, loving yourself. Filling your cup and drinking from your cup with the Ace of Cups here is going to be key to working through that. Also, remembering that you are still the Knight of Wands here. You have that energy within you. It's time to explore doing new things, and this might, again, create a lot of anxiety for you. And you're still being asked to do this, reaching out to therapy to help you remember who you are. The Emperor and the Empress, all in one. Ultimately, you air signs should be the lovers. Kind of that Gemini energy, so to speak, in the sense that you are two parts of one whole. You are two parts of one whole. You don't need other people to complete you. It may be that you've forgotten that you are the Emperor, that you need to come into your power and remember who you are. Air signs, that's all for you this week. Please take care of yourself. Reach out to therapy if you need it. Otherwise, have a good week. Okay.